Hi guys, it's Jagster Reads, and today we're checking out r/arethestraightsok, because I really enjoyed making the r/arethecisok, and I think this one would be pretty great too. Disclaimer, I'm not hating on people who are cis or heterosexual. This is just making fun of people who are stupid and have really toxic straight relationships, or are super sexist, or just things that are out of this world stupid. Okay. Kinda toxic, don't you think? Girl, 50 kg. Boys, 68 kg. I don't... No. I don't think that's it. That's an ad. Genital mutilation and sexualizing a baby. My son flirting with nurses, kicking his leg with a baby, prepping to get the thing people get at birth. Nurse said my 3-day-old newborn son's thing is enlarged, prepping him for I said that's just how he says hello, baby. Boys smiling with 2 nurses looking at him. Natural. I don't want to swear, but what the hell is this? Like, ew! 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 We're moving on because that's too gross. Power makes dating very easy. We teach how to get women the easy way. Though what women love most... through what women love most. Power. This website spearheaded a new groundbreaking and proven approach to dating success centered around power dynamics. Sorry, I'm so tired today. What is wrong with me? Okay. Can we just talk about how, from, right here down, at the buttons on his sides, he looks like a child, and then up here he looks like an adult, but his head also looks like a child, but he has a beard. I'm very unclear if this is a child or a man. So we're gonna move on. Sometimes we have to impregnate them to avoid losing them. The only way to propose to a black woman is by making her pregnant. Never kneel down to propose. Oh my gods. No. If you're afraid you're losing someone, then you need to have communication. And you should never try to impregnate someone without having a discussion about whether that is what you both want first. I mentioned that my parents have been married for 40 years, and my GF was like, wow, I wonder what it would be like to love someone for 40 years. And it's like, just to be clear, my parents wouldn't know. Oof. Ouch. Feels bad, man. Devil shows up in church and everyone runs out, but an old man, Devil says, why don't you run? Aren't you afraid of me? Old man says, nope, I married your sister. Haha, wife bad. If you do not like your partner, then leave them. If you and your partner are having communication issues, if you are having second thoughts, if you're having doubts, if you're anything, either communication, break up, or if you really think you need a lot of help, but you really want to make this work, you could go to a counselor or a marriage therapist person. Couples therapist, that's the word. Nezuko makes me realize that women are really beautiful if they just shut their mouths. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. My brain doesn't work. But women have a right to talk. Believe it or not, everyone does. And I bet you these are the same people who preach about freedom of speech and okay. Let's try that again. Fragile heterosexuality. You are supposed to be her best friend, right? I think people that have platonic opposite sex best friends are immature AF and deserve to be single. We are too old for that. Well, I wouldn't say they deserve to be single, but TBH, yeah, like opposite sex BFFs are just people who are a backup plan. Someone you tried it with / slept with, and it didn't work, want to sleep with, and are hoping to one day. Okay. No. It is possible to have friends of the opposite sex without being attracted to them or want to be with them. For example, when you have friends of the same sex, are you attracted to them? Would you want to date them? Do you want to be with them? Not all of them, right? Maybe one or two, but like, same thing, really, right? I mean, if you're hypothetically. Okay, moving on. Depriving your husband in bed is extreme emotional abuse. You destroy them. It takes away their self-worth, makes them feel ugly and unwanted, unloved, breaks intimacy, stops chemical release of bonding, increases stress, creates conflict and anger. Never use fun time as a weapon. Okay. Alrighty. Where to begin? Nobody truly needs. It sure might feel good or whatever, but you don't need it, and someone definitely does not have to. No one has. How do I phrase this? No. You cannot force someone into submitting or doing whatever if they don't want to. It's actually against the law. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It's that simple. And if you're trying to force someone, then you are a terrible person. Disgusting. No matter how hot you are, there are already an ASU sophomore your man would dump for you, babe. You for, babe. Life's such a female dog. You gotta find something real and permanent, something concrete to hold on to. Maybe something that calls you mommy. So, I had to. Okay then. Ah yes, fight your partner. Wife, you know, I can fight the world for you. Husband, but you keep fighting me only. Wife, 'cause you're my world, babe. Husband. Okay, had this not been used in this context, this would have been great. But, like, if we just put some characters in here. So we put Annabeth as the wife and Percy as the husband. Percy, from the Percy Jackson series, obviously, because I have no life. Percy, you know I can... No, Annabeth, you know I can fight the world for you. Percy, but you keep on fighting me only. Wife, 'cause you're my world, babe. Husband. I changed the names halfway through. That's fine, but it's funny because, like, they love each other so much, but, like, the amount of times Annabeth has judo flipped Percy. God damn. Alrighty, moving on. Burger King customer tells employee her uniform is a distraction to her husband. Okay then. What would you do if your dishwasher won't work? Slap her. No. Absolutely not. This is condoning wait, that's not the right word. One moment. This is enabling abuse, and that is not cool. Abuse is bad. Really, really bad. Violates her boyfriend's privacy, finds him doing absolutely nothing wrong, and freaks out about it anyways. Oh, it's so small. Asking for a male perspective on this thing. Why would a guy text a female friend often while in a good committed relationship and talk about basic stuff? Asking 'cause my BF's text with some woman he probably knows from somewhere. Haven't figured out how they know each other and when the texting started. And, like, she's not familiar to me, and her texts are a bit flirtatious, and his are dry and generic, so I don't get it. Nope, I snooped through it for the first time ever, had a moment of stupidity and weakness. I'm very confused, concerned, and a lot of other words that start with C, like chicken, or like capitalization, which obviously you've never heard of. Or creepy, which is what you very much are. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but that's really creepy. Disturbing. Toxic relationship, misogyny, trolls, a little bit of everything here. Hey everyone, my name is Monica, and I live to please my husband, John. Everything he does is for himself, and everything she does is for him. That's not traditional marriage or alpha male. That's a toxic relationship with an a-hole. Shut up. Let this man be happy. Oh, no. People who think happy means... Her mother failed her miserably by only teaching her to please a man. Pathetic. This is not traditional. This is control. Nah, her mom did a great job teaching her how to be every man's dream, lol. Oh, that's small. Oh no. Can I zoom in? Oh! I didn't know I could do that! He unironically uses the term alpha male, which tells you everything you need to know about that guy. He is an alpha male, just like me. If you have to say it, it ain't so, sis. It ain't you, sis. Keep thinking it's muscle income that makes an alpha. I have both due to my excessive intake of steroids. Got anything else to say, beta? Oh no! How to tell the internet you, Alright. Cringe. Can we get to know... I admire you. What's on your mind when you were typing this, dead skull face? He's a total Chad, sweetheart, and you need to accept that. Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, there. Okay. Wait, what? I'm still very much... Oh no. One moment. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I get it. See? Okay, I understand. She is a decent, traditional woman who always obeys her husband, keeper, which is very rare in the Western world. Traditional wives don't obey their husbands. They're submissive because the husband is supposed to be the protector, while his wife is in the home taking care of the children and chores. Also, in a traditional marriage, under the eyes of God, adultery is still a sin and forbidden. Times have changed, and things aren't like this anymore for everybody in a common household. That's a good way of putting it. They're submissive because they trust their husband. They know their husband will take care of them. They will be protected by their husband. They're not submissive because their husband is the all-knowing Lord and Savior, and oh my gosh, no way. This man is God himself. No, absolutely not. The only God is anyone who's an actual God. Now, the definition of God can be very, different, like the Christian God, and like the Muslim God, Allah, or like Greek gods, or typically Roman gods, or Celtic, or Norse, or Egyptian, or Mayan, whatever. Could go on for hours about it, but so any higher being that isn't human and is above mortality, I would say, is a god. That's what we're gonna use in this. Time has not changed. I'm gonna make that make sense. Time has not changed. Good, decent women do whatever her husband says, like in the video. There is a difference between being a good and decent woman and being controlled and manipulated. We'll just agree to disagree. She submitted to her man. What's the problem? I'm still figuring out how to use my computer, apparently. Okay. This is how it should be. In your dreams, good luck finding a wife or husband. What makes you say this? Why can't an alpha have his cake and eat it too? I just realized you're joking. Well, my bad, I thought you were serious. I was not joking! Shh, eyeballs. This is how it should be, cowboy hat emoji. Correct, check mark. This woman is a wife. Girl with blonde hair. You know, wash, iron, screw, etc. Men are simple. Screw. Sandwich emoji. And silence. Shh. Ooh. Typically, the alpha male gets to bang all the females. Him explaining how he's an alpha male while the camera zooms in on his toy truck collection. Laughing, crying emoji, laughing, crying emoji, laughing, crying emoji. Ah, yes. I mean, I like trucks. I think it's manly AF for a woman to reverse car emoji her car into park somewhere. Eye roll emoji, facepalm emoji, heartbreak emoji, crying laughing emoji. I found one of those Twitter accounts again. I found my boyfriend doing adult things alone. What can I do? He is not a man. Men avoid girls who talk a lot. They are poor in bed. Sometimes we have to impregnate them to avoid losing them. Oh no, absolutely not. I didn't know you could make two sexist jokes in the same meme, but here we are. Girls playing video games. Not true at all. Girls playing with your feelings. I would say not true, but... Okay, here's the thing, though. All genders have gender playing video games, and then gender playing with your feelings, but that doesn't mean all of those people. You know? Okay. I just had a situation a few minutes ago where my partner was making me uncomfortable with something, so when we were able to talk in private, I communicated my feels, and we both listened to each other, and got past it. I feel relaxed and happy. Satire. Don't communicate issues to your partner and just let toxic behaviors and problems manifest. Just communicate problems with your partner and work together to get through it. Why can't I talk today? Most toxic relationships posts on this sub. Today's family circus. Thought it fit here. The family circus. Look at Mrs. Astor's cute little baby girl. Come on, PJ. Don't be that way. Just say hello. 25 years after their first meeting. Okay. Picture of a buff woman was posted to an art subreddit, and these were the responses. A very pretty woman. What man would want a woman like that? I like it. Are you serious? Damn, man. I'm really down bad for being attracted to these bodies. No, women with muscles are beautiful. Doesn't mean you've dropped your standards. Holy, she could bench me. Hot. Hell yeah, more buff ladies. I would like this very attractive character to kill me in bed. Crush me with your thighs, mommy. Not me simping for muscular women again. As a bisexual woman, I think I found my type. Okay, so basically one stupid person and then a bunch of people who are like, yeah, she's super pretty. Which I agree. You know, I like it. It's like that's kind of what I would want Athena to kind of, like, in body type ways. I feel like that's something cool she could have. Or Artemis, perhaps. Like, yeah. I pissed off a sexist on Twitter yesterday, and his next string of tweets was dedicated to me. I'm a man, a real man that gets his... I thought that said cooked. Something sucked. I do not eat. I make sure a woman understands that I'm a dom and she is a sub. A real goddamn man. And it hurts to see emasculation in other men. This is frame. That's not even how dom/sub relationships work. Can you tell me then, bruh? In a dom-sub relationship, the dom only has the illusion of control. Really, all power goes to the sub. The dom typically plans out how a sexual scene goes and is usually the one on the giving end, but sub ultimately has to consent to whatever happens. If they say no to anything, it does not happen. Sure, here thinks that being a dom means whatever he says goes and the sub doesn't get any say in it. This explanation of dom is our word. Dom means my way or the highway, my pleasure or no pleasure. Stop overcomplicating it. No, you're just being selfish, cruel, and conceited. Why do you make it so hard on yourself to show some empathy to your partner? Everyone just needs to be nice in giving romance. Women will emasculate, punish, and humiliate you. Learn frame before that happens. The man is in a feminine frame more. How will he think masculine dominance is cruelty? No understanding of female psychology. Stop being emotional and nice to women. Weak. Everything about this is awful. But I completely agree with the person here with the white profile picture. I don't know. No, they are not. Guys, please stop asking Santa for a 5'8" brunette horse girl with a nice bum and a lot of sass. You're safe. I asked for a girl with personality and lack of narcissism. First of all, that's not narcissism. That's just positivity towards them. Men who can take care of themselves and don't need a second mother are weak. Wait, what? A second mother? Oh no, I think I know where this is going. When my son asks why I make them develop life skills, cleaning skills, communication skills, laundry skills, I tell them I have a responsibility to not release 2 little 18-year-old pigs onto the world who'll go looking for a second mother in their future girlfriends, or any partner. 100. My boys are fully functioning adult men who have wives who are equals and don't have to take care of them. The next paragraph's gonna be bad. So what do their wives bring to the table? I would never allow my son to marry a woman that does not do these things. People forever trying to change the gender roles and make it seem normal, just creating weak men. No, because if these men do not have these skills, they won't be able to live alone outside of the house and will need someone to do these things for them. And that's not cool, because a relationship needs both sides of things. You need to be able to do everything about the home skills and work skills. It's important. And cleaning and laundry skills are super important. Communication skills, if you don't have that, you don't have anything. And life skills, super important. Cheaper than my ex-wife, but only just. Okay. Who's your hardest kid? My mother-in-law's kid. Ain't that the truth? So funny. Ha! Ha! Not funny at all. What? Why? Then get a divorce. If you have to parent your spouse, then they're not your spouse. If they are acting like a child and you consider them a child, then that's not your spouse. Here's your remake, bro. Did her boobs get nerfed? She's a child. So, slightly less realistic to more realistic face. you know, yeah. I love is someone holding these poor souls hostage and forcing them to be together? Kind of feels like it sometimes. Don't get married, guys. Seriously, don't do it. You think being in a relationship is because you don't want to be lonely? Screw that. I'm married and lonely. I'm also throwing thousands of dollars a month down the drain on a life I would have never chosen for myself. The only reason to get married is if you want the exact same life. You need to be together for at least 7 years to know whether or not you truly want the same things. The second she starts talking timelines, run. The second she starts talking about your money, run. The second she starts talking about her plans and not your combined plans, run. Marriage is hell. Be alone and free. Okay, here's the thing in a marriage. Very important. So, we're gonna go with a straight relationship for this one example. So you have a man and you have a woman. Together, they should have plans for their future. They should communicate about their money. They should have joint accounts, joint timelines, everything. But the man should also have all of his own of that. And the woman should also have all of her own of that. See, relationships don't have to be 100% compatible. I don't even get along all the time with my friends, but that's fine because it does not have to be like that. You both need to agree on something. Say, I saw this really good example the other day, and it was this couple should always have 3 bank accounts because one should be the joint account, which certain money goes into, and well, actually it was 4, but certain money goes into, and this is for all the bills, all the food, anything that they own together and take care of together. Then the rest of the money is split between their own account and their saving account. And that is a great example because if you have your own account, because you should have lives together, but you should also have lives apart. When you get married or you get into a long-term relationship, that doesn't mean you're literally, gluing yourselves together. You are still a free person. You are just now with this person, and it's a partnership, so both of you can move forward in life. And even better if you love each other. Because how great is that? Someone you love, truly love, and you get to spend time with them, and you get to live with them and work with them to make both your lives better. If you feel lonely in your marriage, you need to talk to your partner. And if that doesn't work, you need to leave and find someone better. Or make yourself better, because you might be the problem too. Found on TikTok. Why would you think that's okay? IDK, what to flare this? What flare to use? Every man's dream. No, she will feed you and not care about how good you look anymore. Ramsey loves the food from Blind Chef. Oh my gosh. Moving on. If a girl ever pulls out a knife on you during an argument, pull out some bread and mayo. Her woman instincts will kick in and she'll make you a sandwich. Okay. If this wasn't supposed to be sexist, this would be a great joke. If you're arguing with your friend and they pull out a knife on you, yes, pull out the bread and the mayo and their natural instincts will kick in and they will feed you. I have mixed feelings about this one. But if anyone pulls a knife on you during an argument, run! No, absolutely not. I would even call the police. That is not okay. Knives go in the drawer and only come out when you need to cut up some food to put in your mouth, and that is it. Or to spread delicious things on bread. Like caramel. Warning, this man is the property of an awesome girlfriend! If you can read this, you're already too close. Oh my gosh. Private relationship, my butt. Hide me and I'ma cheat on you. Not everyone needs to know you're in a relationship. What? No way. You hide me, I'ma screw your best friend and hide it from you. We are not the same. Hide me or not, I'ma cheat. Okay. Men cause more road accidents. Women are still worse drivers. Yes. The insurance rates totally agree. So, the thing with insurance rates is, teen boys, the statistics show that teen boys seem to be more chaotic drivers. See, the reason for this a lot of the time is because of peer pressure and trying to be cool. Because we all want to be cool, but the teenage boys often think that being cool means driving recklessly. And so that's why the insurance rates are higher for teenage boys. However, once they become adults, usually the rates even out a little. But still, women are not worse drivers. There's not a gender that is a worse driver. There's just the teenage thing of making stupid decisions. Every teenager does that. And while mentally women do mature faster, that probably helps with the better driver as teenagers kind of thing. But also, yeah, I've never been flipped off or sweared at or yelled at by a woman driver. It's usually middle-aged white men. Well, I guess, like, middle-aged white women, too. But, like, mostly the middle-aged white men. I don't know what their problem is. But this does not mean anyone's better or worse at something because of a certain thing. Like, this isn't like a medical statistic, because in medicine, there's depending on where you're from, you may be more prone to a certain disease or illness. This is just an example. I don't know if this is true. This is not backed by science, but, well, the theory is based by science. So, say that someone is from Africa, and they go to the hospital for the same reason as an American, with free healthcare, by the way. So none of that way too weird stuff. And so, because of what the American eats, he may be more susceptible to, I don't know, kidney issues. Whereas, due to what the African man eats, he may be more prone to something with the lungs, or just their environment, or any sort of that thing. It's a lot of things are how you're raised, nurturing, what your environment's like, what you eat, what you do. A lot of safety laws and like restrictions on harmful chemicals and that sort of stuff. That is something. So that is true, right? But the same thing does not apply to this. Because of where you were raised or whatever, it does not mean you're a worse driver. Yeah, okay. Well, first you have to clear the table. Then the leftovers have to be packaged and put in the fridge. Then the dishwasher filled. Then the stuff that can't go in the dishwasher needs to be washed. Then the tablecloth and napkins go in the washing machine. Don't wash them yet. If the dishwasher's still on, you'll blow a few... You'll what? I don't think that's true. Yeah, no, I don't think that's true. At least with my house, I know the one thing that blew a fuse was using the vacuum cleaner and opening the garage door at the same time. We found that out the hard way. My older brother, who was playing video games, was not happy. But neither would anyone else in that situation. That's one way to discover something. Then dispose of leftover wine. Drinking it is best. You know it won't keep. So an hour and a half. Oh, are you a man? Immediately. And stop snoring. Other people are trying to watch TV. Oh no. See, if you're a man, you can help. There's this thing called it goes twice as quick when there's two people working on something. As long as you don't get in each other's legs and like that. But I agree with the last statement. Dad, stop snoring. I'm trying to watch TV. Just found on TikTok. No idea why it showed up on my page. Step 1, get a wife. Step 2, regret step 1. Step 1, get a husband. Step 2, regret step 1. You have pretty much the same outcome for everyone. Marriage can ruin love. Tell me you don't understand how marriage is supposed to work without telling me. Finally found one. Translates to if it has wheels or tits, it will give you problems. Cars and cows? Lactating cows? Sorry, I had to... Oh. Okay. When you realize how lucky your wife is to be married to a man who's always right. Well, you're wrong about this one. Ugh. Women are so used to simps just gushing over them, telling them they're... and beautiful and strong. The minute a real man talks or a bad boy, they do this. Comments from a Family Guy clip on YouTube where Quagmire disrespects a woman and she goes home with him. Everyone knows Quagmire is a ladies' guy. He pulling in everyone. But then you have to assume that he's good at doing one thing. Also, are you implying a real man? What? Okay. Oh. I've seen this before. Grandma, I was 13. Grandpa was 19. Grandpa followed me home every night until I agreed to go out with him. I had to get my mom's signature to marry us 3 months later. Isn't that sweet? Back then? Look at how old this girl is. Consider how young her grandparents were when they got married. This could have been as recent as the 1960s. Even if it happened in the 1860s, it's still creepy. A grown-ass man harassed a girl who was just barely beginning to become a woman into marriage. I forgot. The grandma was 13? 3 months later, she was still 13 or 14. The age gap isn't even legal. There's so much wrong with this. When a man says he'd do anything for a woman, he means he'd stop bullets and kill dragons, not clean the basement and wash dishes. It's much easier to clean the basement and wash dishes than stopping bullets and killing dragons. Because here's many reasons why. You can't really stop a bullet unless you, unless it hits you, basically. And killing dragons is really difficult since there don't seem to be a lot of those around. I haven't seen very many at all. And yeah, I don't know. And Washington, cleaning the basement maybe takes an hour or so, maybe longer depending on how you're cleaning. Like if you're organizing and cleaning, it might take a while longer. And washing the dishes takes 15 minutes. Double husbands is the clear answer to thwarting Satan. Jesus Christ instructs, empowers, and guides the husband. Husband protects, provides for the family, fulfills the will of God. Wife, children and household in order. That's right. Jesus remains the lead. Satan perverts and undermines the family. Wife allows Satan access to children, disempowers the husband. Husband, household in disorder, the will of God is unfulfilled. The wrong order. Satan becomes the lead. I don't mean to suggest anything, but I think this can be interpreted a little different. Oh no. I've seen this. He cheated, so I threw his mom's ashes in the river. Okay. Moving on. I'm too lazy. Your wife at home versus your wife in public. Okay. Me and my girlfriend's so close I almost told her about my other girl. You're so close with your girlfriend that you have another girlfriend that you are not willing to tell her about. Something ain't right. Happy Day of Trans Remembrance, my guy. Happy Asexual Awareness Week. Happy International Pronouns Day. Merry Christmas. I disagree. Oh no, it's the iFunny watermark. Oh no. Last one. Hey, you want to hear a questionably straight thing I heard on the radio? So a question there is, what do you do if your spouse snores too loud? And one of the hosts says how she would try to wake him, and if it doesn't work, she just covers his nose and mouth. If your spouse is snoring and not waking up, one thing you can do is rotate them. Or another thing you could do is go sleep somewhere else if you can't get them to stop snoring. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I know this video is super long, but I got carried away. Okay, bye!